Have you ever noticed that as you get older, your body starts sending you little signals in the strangest ways? Signals you never used to think twice about. Maybe it's the way your knees feel when you stand up, maybe it's how your stomach reacts after certain meals, or maybe, just maybe, it's something as simple, and yes, sometimes embarrassing, as gas. You might laugh about it. You might brush it off. You might say, "Oh, that's just me getting older." But what if I told you that sometimes those tiny moments you dismiss are actually your body trying to whisper something important to you? Something you shouldn't ignore. Because here's the truth, as we age, especially for women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, the smallest digestive changes can reveal some of the biggest shifts in your overall health. And one of the earliest signs, believe it or not, is often hidden in something most people are too shy or too polite to talk about. Gas. Yes, farts. But not just any farts. Doctors say there are certain types, specific patterns, that senior women should pay attention to. Not because you should be scared, but because your body is always talking. And when you learn how to listen, you gain control. You protect your comfort. You protect your independence. You protect the quality of your daily life. So if you've ever wondered why your digestion feels different these days, or why certain foods suddenly don't sit the same way, or why your body reacts in ways it never used to, then stay with me. Because in today's video, we're going to uncover 4 specific types of gas that doctors warn senior women should never ignore. We're going to talk about what each one might mean, the common mistakes many women make without realizing it, and the simple adjustments that can make a world of difference. And I promise you, this is information every senior woman deserves to know. Before we dive in, go ahead and comment "I'm here for my health" if you're ready to learn something that might just change the way you understand your body. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide, because this channel is all about giving you the clarity, confidence, and comfort you deserve as you move through this stage of life. Let's talk about the first sign doctors want senior women to pay close attention to. Imagine this for a moment. You're sitting in your favorite chair after dinner, maybe watching a little TV, maybe knitting, maybe just enjoying the quiet of the evening. Everything feels normal. The day has been peaceful. And then, suddenly, this sharp, unusually strong smell hits you. It's not the usual smell you've known your whole life. It's stronger. It's sharper. It feels almost unfamiliar. And in that moment, you might wrinkle your nose, shake your head, maybe even laugh it off. You might say to yourself, "Well, that one was different." And then you move on. But here's the thing, your body doesn't create a new smell for no reason. A big change in the smell of your gas can actually be a sign that something is shifting inside your digestive system. As women age, hormones change, digestion slows down, and the balance of good bacteria in your gut becomes much more delicate. The gut becomes a little more sensitive than it used to be. So when your gas suddenly has a sharp, almost sulfur-like odor, it may be your body telling you that certain foods aren't being broken down properly. Doctors call this malabsorption. Sometimes it's connected to infection. Sometimes to food intolerance. Sometimes to changes in the bacteria that help keep your digestion running smoothly. But most women don't realize this. Most seniors assume it's just something they ate that day. Others ignore it entirely because, let's be honest, talking about gas still makes people uncomfortable, even though every single person deals with it. But constant, foul-smelling gas that's noticeably different from your usual, that's your body trying to wave a little red flag. Not to scare you, not to alarm you, but to get your attention. And the truth is, your body is always talking. You just have to listen. So if you notice a strong change in smell, start paying attention to when it happens. Is it after dairy? After fatty meals? After sweets? After certain spicy foods? These little clues can tell you more than you might think. And no, you don't need anything fancy to support your gut. Sometimes all it takes is adding a few more fiber-rich foods into your day. Sometimes a gentle probiotic can help restore balance. Small steps. Nothing extreme. Just small adjustments that help your body work the way it's supposed to. Because when you understand the signals, you gain more control over your health than you realize. And while the smell of gas can reveal quite a lot, the sound of gas can be surprisingly meaningful too. Let's move into something many women hesitate to talk about, even with their closest friends. Picture this. You're out grocery shopping. You're pushing your cart down the aisle, looking for your favorite tea or maybe a bit of fruit for the week. Everything feels completely normal. You're minding your business, and then suddenly, before you can tighten your muscles, before you can take a breath, gas slips out. You didn't expect it. You didn't plan it. And in that moment, there's that little rush of embarrassment. You quickly glance around, hoping no one noticed. You try to act like nothing happened, but inside, you're thinking, why did that happen so easily? Why couldn't I control it? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Not even close. For many older women, especially in the senior years, the muscles that help control gas, those deep pelvic floor muscles, begin to weaken. These are the same muscles that help control bladder and bowel pressure. They support so much more than people realize. And when those muscles weaken, even something as simple as walking, bending, or shifting your weight can cause gas to slip out without warning. Doctors call this early pelvic floor dysfunction. It's incredibly common, but it's also one of the most overlooked issues in women's health. Most women think it's just a normal part of aging. Something you're supposed to accept. Something you don't bring up because it feels embarrassing. But here's the truth. It's not something you have to suffer through. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it go away. In fact, pretending it's just aging often makes the weakness worse. And over time, those unpredictable moments can become more frequent, and more frustrating. But the good news is, your body can respond beautifully to small, consistent changes. Simple daily exercises, things you can do while sitting in your favorite chair, watching TV, or reading, can help strengthen those pelvic muscles again. Little squeezes, gentle holds, tiny movements that rebuild control from the inside. Even your posture after meals can make a difference. Sitting too hunched can trap air and make pressure build up faster. Just straightening your back slightly and giving your stomach a little room to move can help you stay more comfortable. These aren't huge life changes. They're small adjustments that support your body in a natural, gentle way. And with time, those small steps can give you more confidence, more comfort, and fewer unexpected moments when you're out living your life. But what happens when gas doesn't slip out frequently, but instead builds up inside your belly and leaves you feeling unusually uncomfortable? Imagine this. You're lying in bed at night. The house is quiet. Maybe you've just turned off the lights and you're settling in under the blanket. But as you shift into your favorite sleeping position, you feel this tightness in your lower belly. You turn a little, hoping it eases. You sit up. You lie on your side. You try to breathe through it. But the pressure doesn't pass. In fact, it slowly grows, until you're left wondering, why does this hurt so much? What's causing all this pressure? This kind of gas is different. It's not loud. It's not frequent. It doesn't come with warning. It just builds. And for many senior women, this painful, pressure-building gas is a sign that your digestion has slowed down more than usual. Doctors call it slowed motility. It means food is moving through your system at a slower pace, giving gas more time to get trapped in pockets along the intestines. And when that happens, the discomfort can feel sharp one moment and dull the next. Some women describe it as cramping. Others say it feels like something is stuck. But whatever the sensation is, it's trying to tell you something. For some women, this pressure is linked to diverticular issues, tiny pouches in the colon that can trap gas or become irritated. For others, it's connected to constipation, which becomes more common with age as muscles weaken and hydration changes. And for many, it's simply sensitivity to certain foods they never reacted to before. But here's where things get tricky. Many seniors confuse this type of discomfort with hunger, or with normal cramps, or they assume it's just their body getting older. They tell themselves, it's nothing. It'll pass. And yes, sometimes it does. But when it keeps happening, it's a sign your digestive system needs a bit more support. Consistent gas pain should never be brushed aside. It can point to inflammation. It can point to digestive slowdown. It can point to changes in how your body handles certain foods. But the good news is, there are gentle ways to ease the pressure. Starting your morning with warm water, even just half a cup, can wake up your digestive system and help everything move more smoothly. Light stretching can help too. Nothing intense, just a few easy movements to release trapped air and relax the muscles around your stomach. And eating smaller meals can make a big difference. Large meals can overwhelm a slower digestive system, but smaller portions give your body time to process without stress. And one of the simplest tools of all? A short walk after eating. Even 5 or 10 minutes can help gas move naturally and prevent that painful buildup from taking over your night. These small habits support your comfort in big ways. But now, let's talk about something even more concerning. A type of gas that doesn't make much noise, doesn't make much smell, and yet carries a warning you shouldn't ignore. You may have had days like this, days where you hardly pass gas at all. Not much sound, not much movement, nothing that draws your attention. And yet, your stomach feels unusually full. Round. Tight. Almost as if you're carrying extra air you can't get rid of. You might look down and think, why does my belly look bigger today? Or, why does it feel like I'm holding something inside? Even when you haven't eaten a big meal. Even when you haven't changed your routine. That kind of silent gas, paired with swelling or bloating, can be more important than people realize. Silent gas usually means one thing: the air is there, but it's not escaping properly. It's trapped. And for senior women, trapped gas can tell doctors a lot. It can mean your digestion is slowing down, which naturally happens as we get older. It can mean your body isn't breaking down certain foods the way it used to. Foods you may have eaten your whole life without issues. Sometimes, silent gas paired with bloating can even signal the early stages of a blockage or obstruction, something partial, something subtle, something you wouldn't notice right away unless you're paying close attention. But here's the tricky part: many people think that not passing gas is a good thing. They feel relieved. They think, well, at least I'm not dealing with embarrassing moments today. But in reality, for older women, the absence of gas can be even more concerning than passing too much. Because when your body isn't releasing air the way it should, that means something in the system isn't working smoothly. Silent gas is not always harmless. Sometimes it's a whisper that something deeper needs attention. One of the best things you can do is simply observe. Take note of when the bloating happens. Is it worse in the mornings? Does it build up more at night? Does it happen after eating bread? After beans? After something sugary? These patterns can guide you toward what your body is reacting to. Gentle movement can help too. A slow walk. A bit of stretching. Even light twists you can do while sitting in your chair. Movement helps release trapped air and keeps things flowing. And hydration is more powerful than people think. A bit more water during the day, just small sips, can ease digestion and help your body release that trapped pressure. A simple food log, nothing complicated, can reveal patterns you might have otherwise missed. A few notes here and there can help you identify which foods create swelling and which ones keep you comfortable. These small habits bring awareness, and awareness brings control. But now, let's take everything we've talked about, the smells, the sounds, the pressure, the silence, and bring it together with the emotional heart of today's message. It can feel uncomfortable to notice changes happening inside you, especially changes that aren't talked about openly. Many women push these sensations aside, thinking they're too minor to matter. But the smallest signals are often the first clues your body sends, gentle reminders that something needs a little attention, a little compassion, or a simple adjustment in your daily habits. So instead of brushing these signs away or feeling uneasy about them, I want you to see them differently now. What you've gained today is awareness that helps you respond with more confidence and less worry. Because the moment you understand what your body is telling you, the fear surrounding it begins to fade. And if any of these signs sound familiar, if you recognize the sharp smell, the sudden urgency, the building pressure, or the swelling without release, just take a moment later today and check in with yourself. Not with panic. Not with fear. Just with curiosity and care. Notice what you eat. Notice when the discomfort begins. Notice what helps it ease. One small adjustment, more water, a gentle walk, smaller meals, can make a world of difference. Growing older doesn't mean losing control. It means learning to listen in a deeper, wiser way. Your body isn't fighting you, it's guiding you. And the more you pay attention, the more comfortable, stable, and empowered you become. That's not just health, that's dignity, peace, and strength. Before we wrap up, let's take a gentle moment to recap the most important signs senior women should never ignore. We talked about the sharp-smelling gas that hints at imbalances inside the gut. We explored the gas that escapes without warning, the kind that tells you your pelvic floor needs support. We looked at the painful, pressure-building gas, a sign that your system may be slowing down. And we discussed the silent gas paired with bloating, a signal that something is trapped and needs attention. Each of these signs tells a story. Each one guides you toward understanding your body a little better. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one surprised you the most? Which one made you stop and think, I've noticed that before? Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly read every single one, and your experiences help others feel less alone. And if today's video brought you clarity, comfort, or a sense of empowerment, subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Guide. Here, we explore the things nobody talks about, but everyone deserves to understand, with warmth, compassion, and wisdom. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take care of your body, stay wise, stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.